Hello, what's up guys? This is CrimeX here. Welcome back to a new episode of DefineCraft here. This is episode 12 and you are invited to watch this series. We have done a lot of things since last episode regarding building, obviously, some landscaping and such. We're doing every single thing a little bit by little bit, but surely it will get done. And you might be wondering, well, CrimeX, why are you here? Why are you in your tower, which you have built in the previous episode? Well, guess what, guys? I'm not gonna lie and I'm not bluffing. It's not the 1st of April. We have built another tower, believe it or not. And guess what? Unfortunately, we did not even time-lapse it. And that will be an explanation for that sentence that I just said. As in why we didn't time-lapse it. It's really because we have another cam account right now, but unfortunately until we get it fixed, trying to let it fly around and record stuff for you guys, so some cool aerial time lapses, not just time lapses from going around and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be a good addition to this game and a good addition to recording, so we're going to step up our recording game here too. So opening this door here, I don't want to show too much of it. Closing it, this is actually the top of this build, as I said to you once again. If we continue right on here and here, we can pretty much once again see every single thing that is here, but that is not the main focus, because I already showed you this last episode, so it would not make sense to show you anything, basically saying. But yeah, pretty much as I said, we have been busy, and as you can see right behind me, there is that skyscraper I was talking about. We built on basically between these episodes. So once again, I'm just gonna go quickly through it. I don't want this episode to be like last episode, which was I think 26 minutes, which is I think a little bit too crazy going on, but I guess we did a lot of progress. So yeah, hopefully this one is not going to be as long and as breathtaking to watch. Well, pretty much starting off here, the design of the build I found kind of on the internet. I'm gonna put it up on screen now, and as you can see, there's like some white concrete and some black concrete integrated into the design, obviously. And yeah, it's pretty much to have it nicely like that. It's just, once again, it's just searching up for like random apartment blocks we wanted to build, and I wanted to put a sugarcane farm into there originally, but unfortunately we will have to do something else for that because I'm a dummy, and I will explain as to why we cannot do that. So going into first person here and jumping off, which by the way is literally not going to take barely any damage. Well, we're at least not going to die, I guess. If we continue on going right here, as you can see, and well, hello chicken, where are you? There we go. If we continue on here into our build, we have done a little bit of a staircase in here. This is basically this side of the build, as you can see. So we continue on into here. This is basically the first floor, right? As you can see right here, there is some fillings that need to be done, as you can see up here and on the other side as well. If we go up the bubble elevator, then we have the second floor. The second floor is pretty big as well. Obviously, third floor is also pretty much the same, and then also fourth floor is pretty much the same, and fifth floor is pretty much the same. And then going on to the sixth floor, that's also pretty much the same. Yes, I can count. Have you noticed that? Anyways, though, besides that though, this skyscraper right here is getting a little bit more slender, as you can see, because of the fact that we want to actually, the higher we go up, the slender it will get. I think slender is the right word to use here. Basically the shorter in width, right? That's basically what we want to use. So it'll get shorter the higher we go, and that is basically how skyscrapers tend to work, at least usually most of the time. So then we couldn't extend our water elevator here, which by the way is kind of decorated with, I think it's black glass panes and also yellow glass panes, right? And obviously this is like a pool right here, pool area. So I'll just show you this right now. If I continue on up here one more level, there we go. And I don't really want to go and look out into my left, because there is a big project going on by our friend VYDE MC, which I do not want to leak until he has his episode uploaded. So anyways, this is basically the balcony right here, and it has some nice kind of, you know, sitting areas. Maybe I was thinking about like putting in those like kind of sun kind of umbrellas. I don't know what they're called. They're like these, you know, big sun shades basically. And the sunset, I think it's in that direction. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that's a sunrise if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it is, because yeah, that's how the sun goes, right? So anyways, we have a pool in here with a nice sitting area with some nice, you know, glow stones right here. And obviously we got some nice glass, so it's like an infinity pool, which is once again absolutely great thing to have. And then also some black glass paints. That's hard to say. That's basically this level pretty much all sorted. And also, I'm not really sure as to who or what is going to be built here, really around this area, as you can see. But obviously, we don't really want like a huge skyscraper, you know, basically kind of blocking the view here of like because obviously, I know it doesn't really make sense in Minecraft, because it doesn't really matter, but in real life, usually when you have a pool or when you build a pool, you want to have a good, you know, specific spot for it where, especially at the sunset, it can actually reach. So like the sun rays can actually reach the pool and obviously have like this kind of nice effect where it like warms up the water. And I think that's maybe gonna be added in this design. But look, if anyone builds, you know, high up here or anything, it's really no big deal. It doesn't really matter, because once again, it's Minecraft. It's not real life. Get over it. But anyways, besides this gorgeous pool and these gorgeous hedges right here, we will go up another level to show you what's going on here. Well, alright, that was an accident because we went up 2 levels. Well, basically this level is, yeah, pretty much nearly the same, I guess. And then obviously, you know, this level as well, except that this level actually has a balcony. Once again, don't want to look over there, because I think I have maybe leaked his build a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But shush, don't tell him. Don't tell him that his build was leaked a little bit. Just a little bit, alright? Just that, a little tiny bit. Not too much, not too much. I did not put it in full view of the screen, but I think it was in the corner of some shots, so excuse me for that, VYDE, if you're seeing this. I'm very sorry, but I mean, unfortunately, things like this happen. So this is literally what we can see from outside here, and yeah, I can't go any more left with the camera, because guess what? I really don't want to leak it anymore. I really don't. Anyways, though, let's go on to the next level, which is a little bit shorter, I think. As you can see right here, let's go on to the next level. Every single level will just run through very individually. A nice other floor as well right here. Then simple as the last one, then obviously this one as well. And then this one gets even more slender. What we have done for this is basically we just shortened it a little bit. I don't think we'll actually be using anything here for these floors above, maybe like storage or something, but I don't really think it's going to be as necessary. But basically going up these stairs right here, these are just not normal levels, as you can see. Then oops, we fell down. Yeah, these stairs are not the safest thing to do. And if we continue on right here, this is basically the same. Once again, just continue upwards. Let's go. And 2 more levels up, and we are finally up here. And not gonna lie, the view from here is, yeah, it's pretty big. It's really good. And this is basically nearly the highest part of the build. In fact, yeah, if you're probably thinking you can actually fall into that pool from here, which I will show you in a little bit. And this is, yeah, pretty much the top. There's like a lantern up there. Well, not a lantern, I don't know what that is called. So I need to put in like a water bucket here to change that up. But anyways, if we go up these things here, how have these things grown? I have no clue. We can actually continue going up, and up. And we can actually see the top of this build even better right here. So that is pretty much this skyscraper all done and dusted. But right on top of here, I want to talk to you guys about the thing I mentioned on the start of this episode, is that the fact that why did we not yet build a sugar farm right in here? Well, there is a couple of reasons to that. One of them being that we don't really have enough resources in order to build it, because it's going to be a pretty big project, not going to lie, and it's going to take a lot of pistons, a lot of observers, which obviously needs a lot of quartz gathering, quartz, yeah, whatever, how do you call that? And obviously, some cobblestone, which, by the way, you might think I have a lot from like excavation, but I actually use silk touch. So yeah, I don't really have cobblestone that much, at least of it. But yeah, I guess we do have stone. Maybe we'll like make a cobblestone generator, but once again, that's TNT. That's another farm to do. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be really a good idea. And especially the main factor is that every single floor on this build is 4.5 blocks tall. The problem with that is that the sugar cane farms are actually 5 blocks tall with the sand and the water collection system and all. So, oopsie daisies. We have basically messed up by 1 block. But I guess we still have something to put in here. And that may not be a sugarcane farm, but it may be something else, and who knows what that might be, right? Because we still have a lot of farms in this game, or at least I should say, there is a lot of farms in this game that do not require really a big of a height limit. So like, for example, the sugarcane farm where it's 5 blocks, or whatever. I think we could maybe put in like a basalt farm at least on one level of these things, because yeah, that's probably like just 3 blocks tall, I think. So which I think you need like soul sand, lava, and I think ice or blue ice or something like that. So yeah, that's definitely something we could take into consideration. So, well, Crimex, you might be asking, what are you planning to do now? Well, in 10 seconds, which is now, I'm going to land into this pool, which is fantastic. But in future plans, so if you're asking me as to what I'm going to do later in this episode, or not in this episode, maybe in the next episode, which I think is, yeah, probably more likely, is that, well, we designed another skyscraper in a creative test world, which we will build on the start of the next episode. And oh boy, trust me, it is not, and I mean not, gonna be a physical disaster as this one will. But hopefully we can actually fit that sugarcane farm in there, and you will understand why in the next episode, because of its shape, because of its unique shape and unique look. I'm just going to give away one clue for the viewers. The tower we are going to be building is actually in the real world. The tower is located in Toronto, in the business district of Toronto, the CBD of Toronto. And yeah, basically Canada, Ontario, right? Toronto. That is the only clue I am giving you guys. So maybe you might find out something. And if I look over out onto this balcony, this is where the build is going to be situated. And yeah, oh, don't worry about that lake. I'll probably move it somewhere there. So yeah, in case there is a, definer watching, don't worry. I know it was nice, but I will move it because this skyscraper is going to need a big base, not going to lie. But anyways, as I mentioned on the start of this episode, I did not want it to be very long, obviously. So, unfortunately, we did not do a time-lapse last episode, neither this episode as well. So guys, I promise ye that next episode, maybe on the start of it in fact, or somewhere in the middle, somewhere in the next episode there will be a time lapse where there will be a lot of progress done. And guess what guys, I keep my word. When I say I'm gonna be somewhere at a specific time, I am there at the specific time. If I say I'll do something in a certain way, I will do it in a certain way. So ye have my word that there will be a time lapse in the next episode. But unfortunately, I know you might have not really seen the fact that there has been a lot of building done. Well, in fact, like placing blocks and stuff, the build is literally right here, which I guess is proof. But, really building itself will be very much included. But as I already mentioned, we have done a ton in this episode, which will have to be, unfortunately, the end, because the next episode is gonna be a lot of work, trust me, with editing, recording, and absolutely everything that I just said combined 3 times. Because, yeah, it's a big build. It's a huge thing to do. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to Crimex. Yeah, subscribe to me if you want. And obviously subscribe to ExoPulse, subscribe to VYDE MC as well. Go check out their channels. They're obviously brilliant builders as well. And then I will see you in the next episode. See ya. I gotta go into this pool. Bye bye.